That is just pure water coming out.
Is she gonna latch?
Nothing looks kind of used or abused, even though we have.
Well, here goes nothing. You can see the tree kind of got me all along here. Lucky I still got this window. All right, it's the next day. Me and Vince are back at it again. And the stuff did show up, but it showed up a bit late. So I got the latches, and I also got the sensor. There it is, the sensor. And I got a Dorman one because the OEM ones usually work better. Dorman is an OE manufacturer. I'm pretty sure that they create a lot of different stuff for a lot of different vehicles. So yeah, hopefully this works pretty good. It was the most name brand one I could find. And yeah, other than getting an AC Delco one, which would have been like $108. So to be honest, I hope the Dorman one is good. But yeah, let's throw on those latches and let's throw on that sensor, and then let's start her up and see how those spark plugs react. But I smelled a lot of raw fuel while I was driving, and I was wondering what that smell was. And we were looking for it. We couldn't see it anywhere. We couldn't see any fuel dripping. The fuel rail was tight. Everything was tight. But it was probably from those spark plugs. And the latches are pretty cool. You actually get a full set of like OEM style latches. I'll show you guys. So the latches pretty much come just like an OEM latch. You've got your top portion, which goes right there. Pretty much looks identical to the one I've got. And then we've got our bottom portion, which is gonna go like so. So we've got basically an extra top and an entire extra other side in case something happens. So I'm gonna put that as a spare, throw this one on real quick, and then we should have a latch at least. Nice freshie going in. Sensors on, latches on. Moment of truth. Is she gonna latch? Oh, she's tight. Push. Okay.
Oh, she latches.
She latches.
She latches, all right. It's a tight latch.
Oh, that's good. It ain't going nowhere. It'll help keep the fender in place. You know?
It's like a belt, you know, keeps his pants from falling too low.
Man, now let's hope she runs. And yes, I even keep this. And yes, I do use a steering wheel lock. I even keep this piece of crap locked up. But right now, let's see exactly what we're dealing with over here. Jeez, it's a mess. All right, that's a good sign. She started. And no check engine lights on the dash yet. Let me flip it around real quick so that we can do the cooling system, and let's see how she runs for a minute. But yeah, let her warm up and then I'll flip her around real quick. Okay, I got her flipped around. I don't want to warm it up too much because I have to take the cooling system apart, but seems everything is running as it should. No check engine lights. Throttle response is as it should be. So I think that we are okay on the spark plugs and the rest of the stuff we just did. And hopefully, once we go to cool it, once we go to bleed the engine and the cooling system of air, I think then we should be able to actually know what's going on, because we'll go for a drive. But right now, I'm gonna turn my light show off. And I'm gonna rip everything apart, get everything, the radiator, the water pump, the thermostat, the tensioner, yeah, pretty much everything in the cooling system, as well as the tensioner. Rip it all out, and then we'll get the new stuff in there. And I think that's pretty much it, except for an oil change for the front diff. Well, looks like I've inspired somebody else. There's somebody wrenching over there, grinding something down. But I got the entire cooling system torn apart. Everything is out, as you can see, except for the thermostat, which I will take out in a moment. And now I'm just gonna finish taking off the rest of the sealant on the water pump here. Then I'm gonna reseal it, and we're gonna throw on the thermostat and the water pump, and we can start putting everything back together. Well, here goes nothing. Well, went a bit better than I thought, actually. We got her all back together. Radiator, water pump, thermostat, idler, everything is in. Tensioner. Now there's nothing left to do but wait for all the silicone to kind of dry and cure, and then we'll be able to fill it with coolant and bleed it. And we only have a few spare parts left over, so you know we're on the right track. And it is now the next day again. It's now Thursday. So on Monday, I went to go get the radiator and the mirror off of Darnell. Shout out Darnell again. On Tuesday, we took it all apart. We did the mirror and all of that stuff. We did the mirror, the beginning of the hood latch. We did the spark plugs, we did the sensor. Wednesday, I did the full cooling system. We did we finished the latch. Yeah, we did basically the full cooling system. Today is now Thursday. I'm waiting for the sealant to dry while the actual sealant, like the silicone, hardens and cures. I went and I grabbed myself a couple things at the hardware store. So this I already had, but I went and I got some more diff fluid or diff oil, because the front end, she's leaking. You can see she's leaking right there, and she's leaking over there. So I got that. We got some more engine oil because I was a little bit low, so I grabbed 2 liters or quarts or whatever you want to call it. And I also got Bondo. The reason I got the Bondo is, I forgot to show you guys, but we crunched the hardtop pretty good right here. So like it's still structurally there, so I'm not really worried about that. I just don't really want water getting in there and it kind of getting worse and whatever. Like, it is fiberglass, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I just kind of want to seal it up. So we're gonna seal that today. You can see the tree kind of got me all along here. Lucky I still got this window, but yeah, it was a shit show on that trail. I still had a good time, but got a couple things to fix. And since I got the Bondo, I figured, I know I gotta get this fixed and I gotta get this welded, but the body mount is still actually good. It just, this rust hole just keeps opening up from when the body flexes. That body mount kind of separated from the body. Yeah, but it is connected up inside. It is welded and everything is good. So the only thing that I'm worried about now is just this. So I'm gonna clean up all this rust. I'm gonna sand it all down, chip away any loose pieces, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna Bondo over this for the time being, because this thing is just a send machine for now. And yeah, just like the front fender, everything will get addressed and fixed properly soon, but right now it is sending season, and we gotta keep taking this thing out and keep having a good time. So the fender doesn't look great, doesn't look terrible, the light still works. So for now, I think that's gonna stay how it is. The back we're gonna Bondo up just so that it doesn't look too ghetto. And yeah, we're gonna Bondo that and we should be good. Now I know I could have got the fiberglass filler, but really it's gonna do the same job either way. And the fiberglass filler only came in like a really large tub, and I don't need that much of it. Like, I'm not even gonna use 1/8 of this. So yeah, let's get at it. And A lot of people have been asking me why the actual axle keeps getting water in it. And the reason is I've done my seals and my breathers are routed pretty tall. The only thing is that everything is rusted, including my axle shafts. So the axle shafts being all rusty, they do not seal properly inside the seals. And until I get myself some new shafts, they're never going to. And I'm always gonna keep getting water in here. And to be honest, I've wanted to get shafts for a while, but if I keep doing repairs, it's kind of hard to go and spend money on mods because I don't have any. And the reason I'm kind of hacking away at this like this right now is because every time I work on something, I gotta kind of bring all my tools here, clean everything up, and bring all my tools back. And this time, I was in a rush and I forgot my impact gun. So I guess we're gonna be handling it with the ratchet today. Oh, and there's water coming out already, so it's a good thing we're doing this. I rebuilt all these gears, all the seals and all the bearings inside the front axle a couple months back, so a little bit of oil changes isn't gonna kill me. And I at least wanna make sure to get all of the water out whenever I have any, because I don't wanna blow all of my actual bearings. Oh, that's nasty. Like, look at that. That is just pure water coming out. Yum. Oh, there's the oil. It's finally coming. Chunky. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely nasty. It's thick as hell, but it's not the right color, so it's definitely burnt, and there's definitely water in there. So it's a good thing that we've changed it, or we're changing it, because I don't want to be driving around on that. A lot of people have asked me about these gaskets as well. It's a lube locker. It is a reusable gasket. I've been using them for like 4 years, and it's metal and rubber. So yeah, does the job really well. I think they're like 40 bucks. And yeah, I've been using it over and over and over, and they work good. Well, everything's clean now. I even got all the brake clean out of that little crevice, like right there. So yeah, we're good to go. And the inside of the pan or cover looks good. Just got a little bit of dust in there, but she looks great. Honestly, everything in the front end looks as it should be. Nothing looks kind of used or abused, even though we have. But right now, I think it's just time to wrap everything up, fill it with fluid, and I think we got lucky on this one. Now, let's see if we can actually fix that dent. Oh, I'm not even opening this thing properly. Let's see if we can fix that little dent on the roof, and if we can fix that corner up. Oh crap, I'm already getting it everywhere. Well, that's way too much. It's okay, at least we didn't make a mess though. And that's probably too much hardener, but it is what it is. All right, and in the spirit of doing this ghetto, we'll put down our mixing cardboard and grab our spreading cardboard. And yeah, let's see what comes of this. By the way, this is my first time ever using this stuff or applying body filler. So yeah. Ooh, drippy. See, the good thing is, even if we put on too much or we put it on sloppy, I'm gonna sand it down after to get it the right shape. So this is just the actual filler. I'll shape it after. Got her done, and she's looking pretty good. Like, to be honest with you guys, once this dries up, I'm gonna sand it, spray it black. Should look awesome. The back, now listen, the back. I know it's kind of ghetto, but structurally, it's good. I cleaned up the rust. I got rid of anything that was loose. I got rid of anything that was kind of, yeah. It's just cosmetic. So I patched her up, and now I'm just gonna wait for it to dry. I do think I'm gonna have to give this another layer. It doesn't look perfect, but I don't wanna go too thick all at once. So I'm gonna just go on with one layer, then I'll let this dry. We'll go on with another layer. I'll sand off the stuff that touched anything around it, and then we should be good. So now all we have left is to top off the oil, sand both of those spots down, and put in some coolant, bleed the coolant, or bleed the cooling system, and take it for a test drive, and should be good to go. Because today's Thursday, and Saturday we're going back off-road. There's no time off. Every single day, it's just getting it back to trail worthy so that we can go out and beat it back up and hopefully not break anything, and then take it out the next weekend. Yeah. Oh man, it's been a long week. I just finished cleaning it, well, the inside at least. So everything in here surface wise is cleaned pretty much. I need to give this section one more wipe because this part got really bad, but overall, like, it's pretty good in here. Now, the only thing left is to vacuum. I do need to vacuum and clean the mats, but ever since they moved my parking spot down here, I do not have access to an extension cord. I used to have a place to plug it in. I don't anymore. So unfortunately, all right, somebody's calling me. Give me 2 seconds, guys. And that's an Instagram video call for a group. So I think we're good. But yeah, so let's do basically the interior when we go tomorrow to clean the exterior. But I'm kind of thinking I shouldn't clean the exterior because honestly, I cleaned all the windows and I left everything else, obviously because I haven't washed it, but I kind of like this look. It's kind of like, you know, like the certified shitbox look. It's all dirty everywhere, except for the windows. Everything is clean. So when you're in here, once I vacuum, it's like you would never really know that it's like that on the outside, because you can see, like, I cleaned the door jambs, so it's not too bad at all. But I think that silicone should be dry, so we should be able to bleed the air system, bleed the cooling system of air. I'm going crazy working on this Jeep every day. I'm going nuts, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're almost done. So let's bleed the cooling system, and then I think I should be able to pull this thing out of here finally. Well, from what I can feel over here, the silicone's pretty much good. So yeah, it's been over 24 hours. So I can connect back these tubes. I left them off just in case there was anything that was in there that was gonna drip. I didn't want it compromising the seal, but we can put everything where it should be now. Tighten down this guy, tighten down this guy, move that guy, and fill her up. So I'm gonna tighten all of that, and then I shall fill it. But one thing that I've actually recently found out is if you buy the concentrate instead of the premix, It's pretty much the same price. I actually paid $2 less per bottle for the concentrate. And yes, this is Dex Cool, this is the GM stuff, but at the end of the day, it's coolant. And I've replaced this radiator like 5 times in 4 years. So it's not gonna last me very long anyway. I'll probably be replacing this radiator sooner than later. And yeah, that's just how it goes. But the concentrate, which is not mixed with water, costs less. So you're basically saving money by not paying for the water. And my neighbor's here. But yeah, so we just have to mix it ourselves. So every bottle of this, you just put in 1 bottle of water, the exact same amount, 50-50. Pretty easy. So yeah, let's give gas and let's bleed the system quick. Well, I took it for a drive. Everything is good as far as the cooling system. 0 leaks, temperature is good. We bled it, everything is good. But for some reason, I'm getting a little bit of a funny, what's it called? Idle. I don't know why I lost my words there, but yeah, I'm getting a funny idle. So I don't know if that's the air temperature sensor or if that is the idle air controller. Obviously that's for the idle, but I did switch out the air temperature sensor, and the throttle position sensor is good because it's not jumpy when you actually use the throttle. It's responsive, it's pretty much where it should be. It's the idle. So yeah, I don't know if that's the throttle temperature sensor or the idle air controller, but I have a spare one of each over here. So yeah, let's throw these ones on and see what happens. I'm telling you, I had a gut feeling it was the air temperature sensor. I switched it out. Now it's idling right, but it seems like it's creeping back up now. Is it gonna come back down below 1,000? Come on, you can do it. I don't know. All right, I guess I'm gonna try the idle air controller then. Ooh, she's hot still. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, that's warm. Yeah, this one doesn't look that great. We got the entire cooling system, the idler, the tensioner, all the sensors on the throttle body, spark plugs, the roof, the back corner, the diff oil. We topped off the engine oil. Oh, I feel like definitely I've done enough this week. Honestly, I was just too lazy to get the screwdriver, so I'm using the mini bit ratchet. And this thing's actually pretty handy. It's even got a little lever. All right, she's starting off where she should be. Okay, that's actually acting like it should. Let's give it a second and see what happens. The belt's a little wet. That's what you're hearing if you're hearing that squealing. Just slipping a little because she's wet. But yeah, that did the trick. Hell yeah. Okay guys, I think we've got her all buttoned up. All that's left is to give her a good wash and to sand down that roof and that corner and paint that roof and that corner, which is what all this stuff is. I've got myself the black paint for the top, just enamel paint, and then I've got the gravel guard for the back and the side. But yeah, she's idling good. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Oh, come on. You were doing so good. There you go. Ha ha ha, yes. Yes, Big Bird. Good girl. See, sometimes when you treat the Jeep right, she treats you right. I put a lot of work into this thing this week, and hopefully it'll show.
And no drips on this side, so yeah, that's from filling it. But yeah, good stuff.
No leaks. I am happy. Yes. Whew. Oh man, I probably look haggard. I need a haircut, I need a shower, I need some sleep. I have had a long week, but it's been satisfying because everything that I've done has actually been successful, and we've gone through with it and we've got it done. So it's been a good week, even though it's been an exhausting week. Exhausting. Yeah, it was exciting the other day too when we were driving the Jeep on the trail. We had to get it home. But I am exhausted and excited to get the hell back out of here and hopefully not have to do too much tomorrow. But we will be taking it off-road this weekend. So as the story goes, wrench, wreck, repeat. So if you guys are new around here, jump down there, hit that subscribe button, because we put in the work on the channel, man, and we're gonna be taking this thing off-road and hopefully keep it together for a few trips. And I am grateful that I do have an indoor space to work in, even though it's not my own garage. I wish I had my own garage. However, it's really stale down here. Like, the air doesn't move. That's why you sweat so much, because it's like, it's warm, it's hot, there's no sun above you, but there's no airflow either. So it gets interesting for the, to say the least. I thought I was done, but you know what? There is one more thing I want to do, because I don't think I will be washing the outside since we're going to be going and getting dirty anyway. I at least want to clean the winch cable, because I haven't done that for a few trips. And I have a synthetic cable, so it's probably full of mud. And once you have it really full of mud and rocks, that's when they start to fail. So to be honest, it came out pretty damn good. Like, I'm not complaining at all. Now I'm just gonna spray it black and I think it'll be good. Well, the roof is done and she's looking good. Not too bad at all. It is a little bit glossy because it's still wet, but once it dries and it gets a little bit dirty, it's gonna blend really nice. And I also finished the back. I painted the back. She looks good, like better than having a hole there. Obviously, this is just cosmetic for now. I do plan on fixing this properly, or I think what we might end up doing is just doing like a full chop and doing it that way. But yeah, once we wash it and get some more dirt in there, then I think it's gonna look great. But she's looking a lot better. And the last thing left is to throw on the winch cable, because I ended up washing the winch cable just because I figured if I'm doing everything, let's do it all. So that's the last piece of the puzzle, and I think we're gonna be ready to hit the trails tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. Cutting it pretty close, but we're gonna have a good day. Well, she is cleaned, roof is fixed, the back corner is fixed, hood latch fixed, radiator fixed. We've got a new water pump, thermostat, idler, and tensioner. We've also got the new throttle position sensor. We've got the temperature sensor and the idle air controller all taken care of. Winch cable, freshly squeezed, still dripping with goodness. And the Jeep, she is dirty, but it is raining tomorrow all day. So that means two things. One, I'm gonna have a puddle in the passenger seat, but two, we're gonna get a hell of a lot more dirty. So I'm not too worried. Oh man. But I think that's gonna end it off for this long ass week, because geez, It was crazy. We actually did a lot. I think I got done more than I ever have on the TJ in 1 week. And oh, and we did the axle and the roof. Like, we did a lot. Honestly, man, I'm tired. I am exhausted. It is 7 p.m. on a Friday, and yeah, I'm cooked. I've still got a couple errands to run, but tomorrow, early in the morning, we're gonna be heading up north, and we're gonna be doing a new trail. So that's gonna be exciting. I haven't been there before, and definitely gonna take our time because I don't want a repeat of this. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, please jump down there, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, because I've got tons more content coming for you guys, whether it be with the TJ or the JT. Something is gonna go off-road and we're gonna have a good time. And hopefully you'll be there with us. But until then, guys, ride safe out there. Peace.